Well, there we have it. Britain has voted to leave the European Union after 43 years. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, it's 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and I felt compelled to do this little video because I just couldn't sleep. Didn't know what it was. Put on the TV, keep watching, all the little news, the same old story, Britain's left, and to be honest with you, I'm disappointed. I would have liked Britain to stay and be part of Europe, but the British public have decided that they'd had enough by a narrow margin. People don't realise, 48% to 52%, that is a narrow margin. What happened if it had been a nice sunny day across the UK? Maybe more people would have come out. Would the result have been different? Maybe, maybe not. But the point and the fact of the matter is that the country is literally almost split right down the middle. And as I said, I think, quite frankly, the Leave campaigners are shocked, and they can't believe it. I think even they thought that the Remain would win. They were just going to carry on fighting. But the point is, they won. So, where does Britain go from here? Well, my personal view is there's going to be quite a bit of pain, quite a bit of turmoil, and people are saying, you've got to go through a lot of pain to get the gain. We went through a lot of pain in 2008 when the massive downturn, world downturn. I can remember I was working at BT at the time, and it just totally kicked off. And I was walking around with this massive cloud, literally, I felt like as if there was a cloud on my back, immersed in this depression. What was going to happen? Was I going to lose my job in BT? Was I going to be kicked out? Or somehow, it was really that, 2008 was really dire at the time. And it's funny, it reminded me a little bit of the gloomish and the doomish of the old 70s when I was younger, when Thatcher was around. It was, but today I didn't feel that same doom and gloom. I just felt a bit shocked, really, that the result was what it was. I just thought it was near enough. I knew it was going to be close. I assumed it was going to be the other way round, that the Remain would have just won like now. But the thing is, if the Remain had won with this exact same result, then I think it would have come up again. I think, somebody would have, Farage, unfortunately, is now going to be still hanging around like a bad smell that he is, talking shit and nonsense. and he's just going to rub the Remain's nose in the dog shit for years to come. That's what. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. That's what really is going to get my goat. He's just going to continue to lap this up. He's going to just continue to rub the Remain's noses in it, and he's just going to carry on loving it. You know, that's it. He's been given the mandate to continue to annoy our lives. You know, it's funny, the plane crash that he had, where he survived. What would have been? You know, what would have been? But there you go. That's life. That was a bit below the belt, but I don't give a shit. You know, the guy's an arsehole. It's as simple as that. He's a mini Hitler, or even Napoleon, because he's, you know, Fromage, French, as they say. But yeah, it's been a funny time. I mean, I'm just still watching. I told my mum then, I said, oh, look, you know, and I woke her up and I said, oh no, she'd already woken up. It was on the Friday, she was getting ready to go to church. And she was shocked. She said, "No, you're joking." I said, "No, I'm telling you that. You know, it's on the news. Go and watch it. See it." And she was absolutely, totally shocked. You know. But what's this going to mean for Britain? Well, as I said before, it's going to be turmoil. It's going to be there's just going to be constant grief with, you know, the world is looking in now on Britain even more. You know, the Chinese are probably looking, the Japanese. I've just looked up on NHK or something. They're talking about it all the time. You know, this has affected all the markets across the world. Financial markets. Every single country in the world is talking about this. You know, Britain's now at the moment the centre of the world. I personally think that the European Union has already made statements. They want this to be wrapped up pretty quick now. Obviously Britain's going to say, well, no, you know, we're going to take our own time here. We're not going to rush us. Yeah, Cameron's already said it's going to be 3 months. And then, you know, after 3 months, God, if we get Mr. Boris Buffoon in, I don't know what's going to happen after that. But you know, if we get him in, and bloody Mr. Gove as his, I don't know what he's going to do. Is his deputy? Oh, Jesus, we need a general election after that. And if we do, hopefully, you know, Corbyn will be gone by then. Tom Watson hopefully will be leader, and Labour will get in coalition with the Lib Dems, you know, to run the country. Because, you know, it was. I mean, what would have happened if the Lib Dems had still been in power with the Conservatives? Would this referendum have happened? Don't know. Maybe not. I think the coalition worked pretty well, actually. I think, you know, Britain needs to have more of this. You know, where you've got the government, you know, the Lib Dem will work with Labour or the Conservatives. God forbid, I don't think anybody can work with UKIP because they're a bunch of loonies, fruitcakes, tossers. But we do need more of these. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time. But I think sometimes, as they say, two heads can sometimes be better than the odd one. And, but people are saying that Cameron brought this on himself by bringing this referendum. To a degree, yes. He basically got nervous or got scared of UKIP. That's the fact. And he thought he could win this. Because there was just this, continual thing that people thought, they thought it was going to be a similar result to Scotland, and it obviously wasn't. We've seen the result. Everybody is, all the news agencies, the pundits, they're all shocked. If the truth be told, they're all shocked at the outcome. But the reason why is because it's so the result was so close. Nearly half the country wanted to remain, and half the country, just by just a million, have said they want to leave. That is a very close contest, but they won it. But I've been listening to on the radio or TV the phrase buyer's remorse. Oh dear. Is that going to come into play? The problem is there's no guarantee with that. It's exactly what it is. The Brits are going to come out of Europe. The British people have asked for it. It's got to be done. They can't hang about for 6, 7, 8 years, faffing about, because the politicians, I don't think, will be allowed to drag it out for 5 or 10 years, and then somehow sneak it past the British public to stay in. The vote's been done. I'm afraid, Britain will have to come out within the 2-year period. And then, if it wants to negotiate its way back in after that, then, and Europe is quite happy for that to happen, fine. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Britain has been a bit of a shit in Europe over the years. De Gaulle didn't want Britain to come in because he knew that she would be a bit of a bitch, and she has been. It's a fact. All these years, Britain has taken the piss out of Europe, and now it's finally asked for the divorce. It's as simple as that. It's bitched, it's whined, all the way through, and then it said, right, we are now leaving. So there you go. It's out the door. It's going to be very interesting to be standing outside, looking in to the rest of Europe. And Europe will carry on what it's going to do, and all the collaborations that Britain had. I think